welcome to our last episode this season of MTRCB UNCUT. Napakabilis po ng panahon and what a year it has been for all of us. Ang dami na nangyari but we are here holding still to support the movie and television community we also love. I am your host, Chairwoman Rachel Arenas. For our today's final episode, we are going to have an unfiltered and uncensored conversation with one of the most promising celebrity hosts, endorser, and brand ambassador. Join me in welcoming Robi Domingo. Welcome to MTRCB Uncut, Robi, and belated happy birthday.
Thank you so much. I just turned 12 the other day, Chair.
I thought 11.
11, actually 11 years in ABS-CBN. Medyo tagal-tagal na rin. But hey, thank you so much for inviting me over here. Truth be told, no, Chair, when Star Magic and MTRCB told me we're gonna be having this MTRCB Uncut, yung kaba ko, pag nakikita ko si Tito Boy sa isang interview talk show, ganon na ganon. Parehong-pareho ngayon. So,
Totoo?
parang there's this interpolation or interrogation na mangyayari. But I am super excited for all the questions right now. Most especially on behalf of Star Magic, we just want to thank you, Chair, for being there for us all the time. Maraming salamat po.
Siyempre, gusto ko rin magpasalamat sa iyo sa pagkakataong binigay mo sa amin ngayon. Especially, this is my final episode. At tutuloy na ako sa ibang, sa talagang tinatawag na ako ng aking talagang trabaho. But anyway.
Alam ko, tinatawag na kayo ng tanghalan.
Pwede rin.
Tawag na tanghalan.
Ito na yung mga tanong.
Okay.
Pag nakikita mo ang sarili mo sa salamin, joke.
Tito Boy?
Ang tanong, kamusta ka? I mean, how have you been the past 2 years, especially during the pandemic?
I have to say I had some phases, no, Chair. And I'll be really honest. The first phase, the first few days or weeks ng pandemic, I was kind of selfish to the point that sabi ko, buti na lang may ganitong break without thinking of other people. Sabi ko, okay, natigil yung pansamantala, natigil yung work, natigil yung mga events, and I'll use this time to, well, it was selfish and parang more familial in a type na I'll use the time para magpahinga, to bond with my parents, my brother. Pero nung tumagal, sabi ko, and I had that certain notion that it was just gonna be brief. Na 1 month, 2 months, tapos na to, we're gonna be back. So thank you kung sino may gawa nito dahil binigyan mo ng opportunity yung mga hindi nakakapahinga na, okay, magpahinga. Pero nung tumagal, I was like, okay, I'm beginning to feel bad. Most especially for the people na walang trabaho. And simultaneously, when that was happening, something was happening to my other family called ABS-CBN. So, compounded stress, ang daming mga issues na nangyayari. But that certain chapter naman of my life, I was maturing rapidly. It's not that I don't think like an adult. Para sa akin, forever young, especially whenever I go on TV, events, parang always that happy-go-lucky kid na that would give that certain fun, enjoyment to other people. Pero malaki yung pinagbago ko in a sense that right now, iba na ako mag-isip and I think more about what's gonna happen to our country and what is happening to our fellow Filipinos. Yeah.
So, pero tama ka. I was telling my friends, sabi ko, alam mo, itong pandemic, siguro naman, maraming tao that would be more compassionate, kinder, mag-iba yung pananaw nila that not everything is material things. I mean, what's important is you're with your loved ones, the people that matter to you, that's, and how to make a difference, in the smallest way possible, like you said earlier. So, I guess all of us would have that stage, iba-ibang stage, pero 2 years na, Robbie, na
2
nakakaloka na,
years
di
na
ba?
kapagod. There was a time, Chair, na I even lost hope because of the shutdown of ABS-CBN. And when I got to host that event together with Miss Bianca Gonzalez, pina-host kami ng event sa internal, no? And that was the last event para sa mga employees. How can you do that one? We have rehearsed that one like a couple of times online. Pero nung event pa rin, grabe, talo pa namin ng MMK. Hagulgol to the max. Because that was reality. That hit us. And more than that one, my parents who are both doctors, they're in the front lines, taking care of people. Hindi naman ng COVID, no? Pero they see their colleagues, they see their residents, nagkakasakit, pagod na pagod.
Yes.
Without even an affirmation coming from our authorities na, good job. On the other hand, sinasabi pa na, ano ginagawa nyo? Di ba? Parang, yung hope na yan, naging blurry sa akin. So I was kind of pessimistic during a part of this pandemic.
You know, your parents are doctors, so at a young age, you graduated. I learned a pre-med course in Ateneo.
Mm-hmm.
What made you decide to enter showbiz?
Oh, my answer to that one, Chair, is I am first a loving son more than a loving student. So during the audition of Pinoy Big Brother on TV, no, sinasabi na, mga kabataang Pinoy, ages 13 to 17, panahon nyo na para makapasok ng bahay ni Kuya. And I was watching that one. My batchmate was Mikey Lee. And I have seen Mikey Lee, that Ateneo kid, kasama ni Kim Chiu and Gerald Anderson sa first season. I have seen him, become that chick magnet sa Ateneo High School. Tapos, hindi ko naman pinangarap yun. Hindi ko naman pinangarap na pumasok ng bahay ni Kuya. On the other hand, I was scared. Kasi wala naman po ko tinatago, Chair. Promise ko yan. I was just scared kasi ayoko maging guinea pig. Na maraming nakatingin lang sa'yo, cameras all over. Diyos ko po, promise, even in the banyo, there are 2 cameras watching your every move. So, one day, my mom said, anak, try mo na mag-audition. That was my 4th year. Wala namang mawawala. Transition to college. And that was a longer period. Wala naman ang paghahandaan for the next year. And then, yun, pag-audition ko, dire-diretso na po hanggang sa naging part ng top 20 yata na selection. And then top 12 kasama nung Tagalasal. And then, hanggang umabot po ng top 2. I was part of the Big 4. Ang baong kong brief nun, sorry to say this one, ang baong kong brief po nun ay mga 5 or 6 lang, Chair. Kasi kilala ko yung sarili ko eh. Wala naman akong hugot sa buhay, wala naman akong kahit ano. So, feeling ko nun, 1 week, 2 weeks, papaalisin na ako. I will get nominated and then evicted right away. But hey, life has different plans.
At saka alam mo, feeling ko rin na pag nandun ka na rin, I mean, siguro nung una siguro iniisip mo, syempre may mga camera kada banyo, but your natural self, you grew into what was going on in the PBB house, and eventually, hindi ka na talaga umalis doon, di ba? So,
eventually. Actually, I have a question. You have, and I'm sure you approved this one, MTRCB approved the 10th season of Pinoy Big Brother. Chair, what if Big Brother asks you to be part of our celebrity edition? Would you?
Bakit hindi? Matagal ba yan?
Oh!
Ano ba? Hindi 5 weeks yung dadalhin ko.
Ano po? Ilan po? Pamatagalan. Kasi Chair, pamatagalan kayo.
50.
50?
No. Pero
ready
ano mo, sa totoo ito sa atin lang, pero may manonood. Talagang, siyempre nung bata ako, nanonood ako ng TV. Siyempre, di ba, bawat tao siguro, marami sigurong bata na pinangarap din na mag-artista one day. You know, when you see nanonood ka ng TV, makita mo yung parang iniidolo mo yung mga yan, di ba? And you know, a part of me actually, ko siguro okay na rin maging artista. Siyempre, wala namang kumuha sa akin. No? Pero nabigyan ako ng chance. Noon, alala ko kasi kinikwento ko doon sa mga kaibigan ko, nasa field site ako, may lumapit sa akin, director. Diyos ko, tagal na noon. But hindi rin ako nagpunta kasi yung mga nire-require nila na dalin ko, duster, chinelas, gano'n. Sabi ko, naku, hindi pa ako nagpapamanicure, makikita sa scene. Anyway, tsaka na yun, ikwento ko na lang yun sa'yo balang araw pag nakita tayo. Pero, meron ka pa bang, gusto mo pa ba i-pursue yung medicine mo in the future?
I thought about it, Chair, na sabi ko, I gave myself a limit. Kasi I always remember that talk I had together with Direk Loren, and I told him, Direk, and I was in my 4th year college na. I got accepted to in Ateneo School of Management Public Health.
Wow.
And I told him, Direk Loren, may plano po ba para sa akin? Kasi kung wala naman po, it's okay. Huwag po kayong mag-alala, hindi po ako lilipat. I will pursue my studies already and continue and fulfill my dream as a guy wearing a white coat. No, diba? Sabi naman sa akin ni Direk, 4 na taong kang nag-aaral habang ginagawa itong trabaho, give yourself a break. Okay, give yourself a break. Pahinga ka 1 taon kasi may darating na project coming from a franchise and I'm planning to put you into that one. And that was The Voice of the Philippines together with Miss Tony Gonzaga. And I was like, sige po, Direk, 1 year lang po and then let's try. So instead, 1 year, The Voice. After that one, Miss Mariel Rodriguez left ABS. They were looking for someone who would pinch hit. Wala silang ibang choice. Ako kinuha. And then after that one, Dance Kids, Biggest Loser, ASAP, that plethora already, those blessings already. So instead of wearing just a white coat, I have the privilege now of wearing a black, a brown, an orange, yellow, blue.
Pero nai-imagine kita na wearing a doctor's coat.
I fulfilled that certain dream already, Chair. During Home Sweetie Home, I was the OB of Tony Gonzaga.
Oh, see? But di ba nag-acting ka tapos pero ba't nag-concentrate ka sa hosting ngayon? I mean, or was it a choice? I mean, do you enjoy hosting more or nagkataon lang na hosting ngayon and later on you're going to do acting again and a mix of both?
Oh Lord. I'm not sure when it comes to acting. I tried to act and the first project I had was My Girl. And wala. Tapos My Girl together with Kim Chu and Gerald. And we were like parang the additional love triangle coming from PBB. Ni Nicole Oishuseng and Joseph. And then wala eh. Parang as much as I would love to act, hindi po kaya, Chair. Hirap na hirap ako.
Pero siguro baka naman din, talagang nag-i-enjoy ka rin. And you know, I watched you many times. And sabi ko, okay tong tao na to eh. Parang, alam mo yun, carry lang, cool, ganyan, walang hang-ups, ganyan, normal, yung ganon. So sabi ko, okay to. I mean, I've never met you, but I've heard a lot about you. I've watched you many times. And yung magaang, I mean, I haven't met you. Hindi pa kita na-meet in person unless sa mga some ball in the past, we bumped into each other. Pero para pag pinapanood kita, magaang tong tao na to.
Because of quarantine, bumigat.
Hindi naman. Actually, kung ngayon, siguro in person, mas payat ka pa nga. Payat ka na nga sa Zoom, no?
Malayo lang po ako.
Payat pa.
Chair, kaya lumalayo po ako konti. Kasi iba yung yun. Kaka-birthday lang. Marami nagpadala ng cake.
Kaya nga. So you're a Virgo.
I am a Libra.
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 Oh, another thing na pag-usapan natin yung Libra later. So, you're active in encouraging people to register and vote. But before I go to that, sino yung pinaka-hinahangaan mong host? It could be a local host and also a foreign host.
So, I grew up watching American Idol,
Hmm.
and I really love how Ryan Seacrest presents uh, the personalities, the judges, and the auditionees. Especially, I could not forget what he did during the time ni David Cook and David Archuleta. Yung nag-spill siya na paikot, parang pa-selfie. Tapos, ang ganda ng transition. Sabi ko, that is one great host. And the way he talks to the judges, it was like as if it was another spectacle to watch, maliban sa mga boses bosesan. And then, another one na paborito ko is Jimmy Fallon right now. So I'm into really different types of hosting. Pero if there's a local guy, maliban kay Tito Boy, whenever he asks questions, everyone listens I really love Sir Edu Manzano.
Kasi,
Mr. Papaya
yes.
himself.
Kasi 'di ba parang pag nasa isang kahit nasa party ka or nanonood ka ng TV, pag medyo boring yung host, parang ayaw mo nang 'di ba gusto mo na magpalit. Pero pag nakakaengganyo yung host and he keeps and the way he talks and the way he, yung rapport niya with your partner, 'di ba? Parang naka-hook ka na rin eh. It makes really a lot of difference. Kasi may iba corny, 'di ba? Parang dragging, 'di ba? So yeah. I also like those two. So anyway,
And another one,
yes. And
Mr. Vic Soto. Bossing.
yun
One thing
talagang
about
parang ano lang eh, no? Parang wala lang, parang may kausap lang eh, no?
and one thing about him is when he enters the room, ano po siya mahiyain talaga. I have seen him in different events. Pero pag pumasok siya sa isang room, ramdam mo parang may pumasok. kahit di mo nakita yung pintuan, may pumasok. So
Yung
he has
dating,
that
no?
certain charm. Oh.
Yes. I've heard that too. Oo. I've heard that. I've never met him though, but I've heard that too. I only saw him once in the airport. But syempre hindi naman kami magkakilala. But I must say that iba yung itsura niya in person. He's very amiable, very charming, you're correct. So let me go to the question I was really going to ask that you've been encouraging people to register and vote. Gaano ka-importante sa'yo ang magparehistro at makaboto ang mga kabataan ngayon?
For the coming elections, it's gonna be a game changer. Kasi we have to not just turn this pandemic around, but turn this. I know people will say something, but what's happening right now is we're having a political circus. And if we don't elect the leaders who are credible enough, who are filled with integrity, and who have informed decisions for us, then walang mangyayari kung hindi natin ginamit yung pagkakataong yun para piliin yung mga mamumuno sa atin. So I liken this. I have a metaphor for this process of registering to vote. It's like having an app na ipang-shopping. I'm sure share ilang beses na kayong nag-shopping online because of 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12. It's like having an app. Diba? When you have an app, then you can choose. And by October, people will know kung sino yung mga bagong produkto na darating. And I'm sure yung mga produktong yan would say, ako yung perfect fit para sa'yo. Ito yung qualities ko, bilhin mo na ako, add to cart mo na ako. But before we press that add to cart button, people, especially the youth, should know how to check the quality of your product. Kailangan titignan nyo ano ba yung mga nagawa niya, ano ba yung gagawin niya, at ano pa yung magagawa niya para sa'yo. Kasi kung in-add to cart mo yan at binili mo, hindi mo lang ito ma-return to sender or buyer. Tama, hindi mo ma-return to buyer agad-agad. Bagkus may balik yan sa atin, and that would be really costly. So wag na nating hayaan mangyari yun.
So it's just really yung hindi lang mag-register, bumoto, pero it's really also educating the voters.
Oh
Especially,
yes, oh yes.
especially actually yung millennials kasi ang laking block eh. And
Yep.
and it's I'm not criticizing, no? But syempre because there's so many things that's happening around plus the pandemic, very short attention span ng hindi lang and because there are so many choices also, hindi lang ng millennials pero ng karamihan. So it's importante din ma-educate sila, 'di ba? And and in choosing, kung sino talaga yung nararapat para sa bansa. So let me go to another topic. Ano yung misconception about Robi Domingo? Kasi sabi mo kanina, hindi ka pumasok na, hindi mo talaga pinangarap yung maging chick magnet, pero para naging chicks. Marami bang na-magnetize yung mga chicks din?
Mas marami pong chicken.
Kasi parang biglang lumapit ka parang may gusto ka ibulong pero hindi mo maibulong kasi biglang lumapit ka eh. So,
Mas gusto ko pong Chair, mas gusto ko yung term na, kunyari, kapag pinagdabi mo kami ni Donnie Pangilinan or ni Daniel Padilla, yeah, they're the chick magnets. Pero loyal yung mga yon. Okay? I have to clear that out. Pero, mas gusto ko yung chicken magnet. Kasi, gustong-gusto ko ng mga titas of the world and the moms all over the world na, uy, halika rito, ikaw yung para sa anak ko. Oh, di ba? Mas matindi yun.
eh imagine mo, Robbie, kung meron kaming doktor kagaya mo na ganyan kami binubola.
Oh, di ba? Hindi kayo maniniwala.
Hindi, pero yun talaga, hindi, kung ganyan kami kinakausap, siguro pag tapos na yung election, di pa namin naramdaman. Di ba?
Baka hindi ko pa rin nagawa kasi madaldal po talaga ako eh. Nagmana ako sa nanay ko.
Nako, pareho tayo. Kung hindi lang talaga tayo pinapanood ng maraming tao, baka marami pa ako nasabi na baka ako mismo ang i-rate ng MTRCB. But
we should have that conversation, Chair. Na-excite tuloy ako.
Minsan. Siguro pag medyo lang when things are better na, we're going to call you na chika lang tayo. Marami.
Game na.
What are your other advocacies? We know that you are a celebrity ambassador for the Worldwide Fund for Nature. Can you tell us more about the WWF?
So I got to be part of WWF for a couple of years now, and we started on this advocacy called Pragmatic Sustainability. Sounds so deep, but ang pinanggalingan po niyan is I'm very kuripot para sa sarili ko, Chair. And naisip ko na, yeah, there are ways para maging kuripot. There are ways to save money. Pero ang hindi alam ng karamihan or what people don't realize is when you save the world, you save money as well. And it goes hand in hand, di ba? When you save money, you save the world. And when you save the world, you save money. So we've been teaching people ways on how to be sustainable when it comes to having your own garden sa backyard, the use of tumblers, BYOB, adami. Even yung mga malalaking projects na pinag-usapan namin, yung mga sustainable bricks. Diba? Ang daming pwedeng gawin, lalong-lalo sa panahon ngayon.
Sorry to interrupt you. Sana minsan makapunta ka rin sa probinsya namin para maituro yan. Ang laki-laki kasi ng probinsya ng Pangasinan. And of course, sana yung ibang neighboring provinces din mapuntahan mo kasi marami, especially now because of the pandemic also, and people have lost their jobs. And and sometimes you have to just put in their mind how to be a little more creative. Because sabi ko before, livelihood sometimes na hindi sustainable, it won't work eh. Diba? If it's not, walang sustainability. But maybe with, makita ka nila, or kahit via Zoom, or pag maayos na yung panahon, makabisita ka and teach them, one whole day just to teach them, how to be self-sustaining, in your backyard and all, how to build. I know that you can build schoolhouses I've seen through plastic bottles and also bricks. So
eco bricks, yeah.
Yes, one day I wish I can bring you here to the province.
What I want to do, actually, I love Pangasinan so much. Especially, we spent most of our time right there because of a certain event for PBB for in 100 Islands.
Oo, ang
So,
ganda ng 100 Islands.
oo. So,
Yes.
ang dami kong plano para sa tourism ng Pangasinan sana with the help of the local authorities out there to have like eco bricks or to have structures made out of eco bricks tapos mga bangka na gawa sa plastic para
Yeah. Yes, nako,
diba?
we can coordinate also with the regional director as well. So that,
Dami pwede
yeah,
mangyari.
nako, sige, we'll plan that. Nako, ang dami na nun, ha? 3 na yon, Robbie, yung pag-uusapan natin, 3 na.
Yes, tsaka mga showbiz na intriga. Okay,
Ikaw
pag-usapan
makikita
natin.
sa akin nun.
Marami ako niyan.
Yun. Ako naman, I can keep a secret. So,
Ayos.
I also know that you're a content creator with 902,000. With 902,000 subscribers in YouTube. So how do you use this platform to, further push your advocacy?
We create content, especially with WWF, and then it has been another platform for me to showcase another side of me. Because whenever I'm on TV, yeah, medyo may mga crazy stuff, mga variety talks and spills. But for this one, I introduced this Kanto Karunungan because it was my dream to become a game show master. So we would ask several people, especially pre-pandemic, on the street. Bibigyan namin sila ng limpak na salapi na tumataginting na 20 pesos. Kung makuha niyo yung mga katanungan natin. So there, maraming mga tricky questions. Like for this one, Chair, sige. Can you say father 2 times?
You're asking me to say father 2 times?
Yes.
Father.
Can you say father 5 times?
Father.
Ano ang English ng pakpak?
Pakpak, wings.
Oh my gosh. 20 pesos. kadalasan people would say feather.
Talaga?
Yes.
Okay.
So, alam na, matalino po si Chair.
Yung 20 pesos ko, pang-4 na yan, Robbie.
Ang dami ko na utang sa inyo, Chair.
Pero, what is the point in your life na ayaw mong balikan o maulit pa? Is there a time? Is there a point na ayaw mong balikan?
Tito Boy, meron naman po. Meron. And I have to say, that was the moment na litong-lito ka with all the pressures na nanggagaling sa inyo. And I have to say, the darkest part of my life and my career was when I had the breakup. So, yun na yung ang hirap pala. Ang hirap. Kala ko, lalaki naman, diba? Without having some stereotypes. Pero, dapat ganun, no? Na, kaya ko yan, lagpasan ko yan. Na isang bote nga dyan. But don't do that. And then, that was the time na na-introduce ako sa mga kaibigan kong si Jack, si Johnny. And I do hope the youth would not go to that part kasi it was a hard learning curve for me, which was unnecessary. So learn from my mistake.
But, thank you for sharing that and for being honest. Thank you, really. Kasi, alam mo, marami talagang, kala mo, marami akong kaibigan, actually, na akala mo, strong sila, pero pag tinamaan na yung puso, yun na talaga eh. Yung it takes time. But what you can only hope that time will heal, di ba? Ganon yun. And then that that you learn from your mistakes. Or that you learn from a broken heart. Naks, kala mo naman. Pwede na, Pwede na.
Dr. Love.
Dr. Love. Kanina kasi, but you've said that there were stages in this during the pandemic that you experienced. And what is the greatest thing that you learned during this pandemic?
More than being loyal, more than being selfless for me. I think this pandemic told me or taught me how to focus on my integrity as an employee, as a son, as a brother, and more importantly, as a Filipino.
I know what you mean.
Integrity.
I know what you mean, and I know where it's coming from. But, I don't want, mahabang usapan talaga yon eh. Hindi kasya tong, this is just getting to know the handsome Dr. Robi Domingo, but we should actually have another chance to really interview you on the, and not just getting to know, but your thoughts on many things. You're a successful host, an endorser, content creator, you have your own company. Ano pa bang gustong ma-achieve ng isang Robi Domingo?
Oh, I was just thinking about that a while ago while watching some snippets of the Blue Ribbon Committee. Sorry, I'm too involved in these issues right now. People have been saying, "Oy, tumakbo ka naman, mag-politics ka." But I have to say, right now, it's not for me. What do I want to achieve? Maraming bagay, pero ngayon is to help ABS-CBN to be back. That is what I want to happen in the near future. And with franchise or wala, my commitment stays. And that is to be always in the service of the Filipino worldwide.
So yan na nga yung sinasabi ko, I know where you're coming from. Integrity and being loyal and being a good son. So, how do you feel? Meron ka bang bashers? Parang...
Dami.
And how
Tsaka nag-iba yung tono ko. Dami, ah.
How do you feel about how do you deal with your bashers?
I welcome them. I don't celebrate negativity, but I welcome the comments. Kasi may may characteristic po ko, Chair, na mapaghigante in the best way possible na, sige, throw these things at me. Pero, ipapakain ko rin sa inyo yung mga sinabi niyo. So, paano ba yun? If you give me lemons, if life gives me lemons, I would give them a chocolate shake. Diba? And make you wonder how I did it.
Yeah. Maganda yan. Maganda. And I hope those that are watching us, will remember what you said about, kasi sa buhay natin, cannot please everyone eh. Gumawa ka na mabuti, meron ka pa rin maririnig. So, tama yung sinabi mo, if they throw lemons at you, then you give them a chocolate shake with Equala or Splenda.
Yes, sugar-free dapat. Pero Chair, I just have to say that I respect bashers who are credible enough. Na may muka at yung account was made a few years back and may mga photos, mga pictures ng kanilang pamilya, kanilang buhay talaga. And I would say, you have that certain background already. You have told me these things. I would respect that. Pero, hindi ko nire-respeto yung mga komentong masasama na ang mukha ay itlog. Account made 2020-2021. No, hindi kayo uubra sa akin.
So in other words, wag na lang patulan.
Yung mga trolls, wag na.
Yeah, and besides, ang dami namang good things that's happening to your life. That if you respect these people who make comments, and it could probably make you a better person. Yung iba naman talagang wala lang talaga magawa kahit sabihin mong 1998 pa nila ginawa or 2002 pa nila ginawa yun nila. Talagang may opinion lang bawat tao. Ganun lang.
Yeah. And we have to recognize that one. And here's me hoping then na in the future, hindi lang magkaroon ng MTRCB, pero magkaroon din ng MTORCB. Na pati online. Nire-regulate na rin. Kasi
yes.
I have so much respect for MTRCB. I have a friend there, or I had a friend there before in the form of Sir Earl Saavedra. who was one of the commissioners before there as well, if I'm not mistaken. I do hope. Ayun. Pero I have so much respect for MTRCB and the things that you stand for.
Actually, Robbie, dahil nabanggit mo na rin online, it's quick lang to, no? Because this is about you, this is not about us. But, you know, nung na-meet kasi namin sila, sila naman ang lumapit sa amin at tinanong, 3 years ago, ano bang pwede namin sundan ng mga batas ninyo? Susunod kami. Kasi gaya sa ibang bansa, lahat ng bansa naman may regulatory commission or agency to regulate, no? Content. So in Korea, they follow, you know, the rules in Korea where they have to review. Sa atin naman sa Pilipinas, ang sabi ko nga na hindi na ito'y censorship board. We want to work with them. We want to co-regulate with them. It's not MTRCB just regulating. We want a co-regulation with all video on demand platforms. Hindi namin kayo i-review. No, not at all. Subscriber din ako ng Netflix. So, 'di ba? So, gusto lang namin simple lang. We do co-regulation. You align your rating system with us. Kung 18 plus yan at 18 plus sa amin, lagyan mo na 18 plus yan. Okay, so we want another safeguard for, alam mo, lahat ng susunod na henerasyon ngayon, lahat may cellphone. Lahat sila may pagbili ng load. Lahat sila may access. So, I was bashed before in saying that, come on, you know, what do you think of us? We're irresponsible parents, we have controls. But, you know, rich kids, they have their own phones. You know, they can subscribe, but we want an extra safeguard for the next generation. And another thing is, naku, ito na no, naging passionate. One na lang is to register with us because they're doing business in the Philippines, and they haven't paid taxes. But more than that, no, that will come later because the third reading na siya sa House of Representatives, asking video on demand to pay naman their fees kasi they're doing business with us. But thank you for the support, Robbie. Thank you for understanding us. Yun nga lang yung gusto ko ipaniwalag. It's quite simple. Align your rating system with us. You register with us. We do co-regulation. We will not review your content. We will only review if someone complains. So I guess that's fair naman, di ba, Robbie?
It is. Pareho tayo ng iniisip, Chair, kasi ang function naman is not to put it down or censor it or just say hindi naman siya yung overall power na magsasabi na ayoko yan. Hindi i-consume yan ng Pinoy kasi hindi pasok sa standards ko. But it's more of having another pair of eyes to guard the emerging generation din kasi di ba kung kung puro Coco Lemon, okay, good, but if you would if the kids right now sobrang talino ng mga bata ngayon, they could easily watch Squid Game, could easily watch Money Heist na paborito natin, di ba? Trending siya, pinag-uusapan, and that certain kid would say, ano yung Squid Game? Sige, panoorin natin, and then makita na doon nagkakaroon ng problema. At doon dapat pumasok ang MTRCB.
Nako, thank you. Pero gusto ko lang i-clarify kasi when I said rich kids, it just I only pertain to rich kids because the one who were bashing me were, yung
before, in context naman. Yeah, before.
Alta de Ciudad. But every kid, dito lang sa probinsya namin, kanina lang, lahat ng mga bata, mga 10 years old, naka-cellphone. So sila, matatalino yung mga yan. Mas magagaling yan dito sa mga mas matatandang millennials. Ako yun. na alam nila yung Netflix, alam nila yung mga yan. Di ba? Mas magagaling sila kaysa sa akin, ganyan. So we wanna protect them. Anyway, so ito, we have a lot of questions from the netizens. So we just chose a few. So, ito na. Without naming names, ano bang tingin mo ang mga dapat katangian, without naming names, na isang public servant na dapat ihalal sa pwesto?
Ay, gusto ko yung mga ganyang katanungan. But I have to stick with my principles in my group right now called Bayan Mo Patrol Mo, which is non-partisan, which it's under ABS-CBN and Vote Pilipinas. Para sa akin, kailangan ng accountability sa panahon natin ngayon. And for people na mahalal, no? Na magkaroon ng respeto para sa lahat, para sa sarili niya at para sa bansa. Who would have a clear-cut plan. Hindi lang in the next 5, hindi lang in the next 6 years. Pero who would see this opportunity na iset yung mga magagandang proyekto para pagdating ng panahon. It would be really hard, for sure. Pero dapat yung susunod na magiging leader natin, isipin niya kung paano ibabalik yung sinking ship na ito back on track.
So, ito, Ateneo or Lasal?
Oh, come on. Come on.
I just had to ask.
God.
I just had to ask.
Lasal. Just kidding. One big fight. Ateneo all the way. no offense to Lasal, no? I have friends in Lasal. But, doon ako from prep hanggang college, hanggang sana post-grad.
Ito actually, ayoko sana tong tanong, pero tanong ng netizen eh. Kasi napag-usapan niyo na ba ng girlfriend mo ang kasal o yung the future? Ito naman kasi si ate, tinanong pa to eh. Pero
si ate talaga, kausapin ko si ate.
Talaga eh, oo eh. Huwag ko na sabihin kung sino si ate.
No, in every relationship, to be fair, we bring that up. Kasi para sa akin, there's no point in being in a relationship kung hindi niyo pag-uusapan din yan eventually. And now, more than ever, kailangan na yan kasi I'm 32 and we discussed certain plans before. Si Mikey, it's not getting any younger, but yeah, we have plans already. And just in case, nagre-ready na po akong mag-squats kung may mga paluhod-lod. And I would take this opportunity kung sakasakaling pumayag po kayo na maging ninang.
Oy, talaga ha? Pero alam mo,
I will send a formal letter.
Kasi ayoko naman sana, syempre it's very personal, it's very private, diba? And ayoko ma-preempt siya na hindi natin kasi talaga masabi kung ano talaga mangyayari bukas. We may want it for us, but sometimes it's just not really for us. Alam mo yun? So ayoko sana ilagay ka sa ganong posisyon, or Mikey also. Kasi hindi natin talaga alam kung ano yung maling mangyayari bukas. Like you said, when you're with someone, talaga mapag-usapan because we're talking about emotions, we're talking about love. Para ka pa with someone if you don't intend to be with that person forever, di ba? But anyway, natanong ko na. So salamat for answering. I'm having such a good time that I don't want to end this conversation. But
me too.
I want to say thank you to you for giving us this opportunity. Sabi ko, napapanood lang kita noon, lalo na pag yung mga PBB, itong huli lang na PBB na nag-host ka, sabi ko, napaka-masayahin itong taon to, good vibe, chill lang, gano'n. But thank you for making this interview fun. I continue to inspire us and to educate a lot of people with your work. To our audience, if you enjoyed today's conversation, let us know. And this is my final episode, and I want to thank the many people I've made, the many friends that I made during my stay in MTRCB, for all those gorgeous people that will stay in my life. I hope you will stay in my life. And to the 1 or 2 foes, I actually wish you good luck. And sa lahat, naniniwala ako na magiging lagi akong kaparte ng industriyang ito. Hindi man siguro sa maliit man o malaking bagay kasi naging masaya ako sa aking trabaho. I want to thank, of course, the office who appointed me here for this opportunity and this privilege. I believe that everything that comes my way, there's a reason and nothing happens by coincidence. So thank you to the president for appointing me here, for making my past almost 5 years very meaningful because of the people I met in the industry. One of them, and I maybe feeling ko in my top 10 favorite, is you. Kasi sabi ko, nako, I didn't think that this would be, well, watching you nga, I knew that it would be fun, but I didn't think that it would be this fun. But thank you, Robi.
I appreciate that one.
If you have comments, questions, or suggestions for future topics and episodes, we would be happy to hear from you. You can follow us on our Facebook page, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, MTRCB UNCUT. This has been Chairman Rachel Arenas for MTRCB UNCUT. I know that I may say this would be the final interview that I'm going to have, but I know in my heart that there will be many, 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 many more. So maraming salamat po sa pagtangkilik sa aming pong MTRCB UNCUT. Thank you again, Robi.
Thank you so much, Chair.